Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? How would just how y'all doing? Is y'all having a good day? Is y'all having a good day? Is y'all doing good? Good. Just good for me. I hope your day is going well as mine was. Because just for me, I just wanted to relax, go online, live stream, and just see just how my subscribers everybody doing. Just because me, in my opinion, right? If everybody could have a if everybody just try to stay positive, everything like that, I think in my opinion, it's just a good thing, in my opinion. And plus for the live stream, I will be thinking about how can I say episode 5 of Loki. But the thing is, I won't be talking about that yet. I'm gonna talk about other stuff that I want to talk about. So like what I think of just what I think of certain franchises that probably can get better. It is certain franchises probably can get better in my opinion. It will be a good thing. Everything just for me, right? Y'all could have a good thing in my opinion. That it could be a good thing in my opinion if everybody could just be positive. I think, in my opinion, y'all just be positive. Everybody could be like just in my opinion, just about the whole thing. In my opinion, right, is like people shouldn't be negative. I think, in my opinion. Oh, Spencer. Hey, Spencer. If y'all want a link to come in, I'm about to drop a link just for everybody who want to come in and stuff like that. In my opinion, because like for me, right, I'm about to drop a link for anybody who want to come in into the chat. I'll drop a link for them. Oh yeah, that Gundam. I do like Gundam. About what season of Gundam that you done saw? Be, because I saw the one just from Master Agent. I saw the one that say Gundam Seed. Okay, I saw Gundam. I saw I saw the Gundam Seed show and some other mechanical eye show. I think, in my opinion, I saw other ones of those, and plus I saw how can I say what's the other show I saw? God dang it! What's the other show I saw? God man, I keep on I keep on forgetting. What's the other Gundam? Yep. Wish everyone to give it a chance before judging first. Yep. Because like anime, something Gundam and stuff like that, Gundam and other animes and shows and stuff like that, people like to judge show before they see it. In my opinion, which is wrong. I think that for me, right, that is wrong. Just to judge a show or movie before you see it. It's not like we need a Gundam movie because we got all these bad Transformers movies. Yeah, you gotta get yeah. Yeah, so you do got a point there. You got expectations, but the thing about it sound like some people expectations is just too, how can I say, big. It's too big, and they expect everything to be perfect. As I seen, And that just me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. That like for me, I understand everybody doesn't expectation for a show, everything like that. But the thing, in my opinion, right about it is like you should not be you shouldn't be judging a live action to be like an anime because that's what it won't happen. Then yeah, you just gotta give the show about 3 episodes. If you don't hook on it, it's just not for you, and doesn't mean it's trash. It just means it's not for you. Yep, yep, you was right about that. Be, because the thing about it, like I seen people online just trash the show, and did they even see the whole season? They don't even see the whole season of a show. They just say they just saw one episode. They just saw one episode. Keep it and keep going. Talk about the show is trash, and which is dumb in my opinion. Just see the show is trash and stuff like that, and you didn't even see the whole season of the show. Because my favorite Gundam show got to be Gundam Seed, the one with the other characters, and plus the one with the Manu and Master Asia. I like that Gundam show. That Gundam show was good. The one with Master Asia and Dalmonio and Rain with the girlfriend, everything like that. I like that Gundam show, and that Gundam show was actually good, in my opinion. That just me, and in my opinion, just about the my anime because, like in my opinion, like certain anime shows actually be good. New ones actually be good if they actually give it a chance, in my opinion. That be this color like for me, in my chance sound like Shield Rising Hero. That's a new anime. That's actually a good show. Shield Rising Hero was good, and plus the other one, My Hero Academia is good, but then in my opinion, it sounds like people just overhyped that show. In my opinion, they overhyped it. They overhyped that show like it's number one, like it's top tier. That's I I I like My Hero Academia, but that's what it's not better than Dragon Ball. It's not better than One Piece. It's not better than Bleach. It's not even better than half these short series anime, which I think is better in my opinion. It just better because like if y'all got your favorite animes and stuff like that, anime characters, my favorite anime characters got to be like I like Goku. Yeah. Wait a minute, definitely. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me see this. I watched 3 seasons of My Hero. It's pretty good, but not as good for sure. Yeah, Death Note is the best. Oh no! Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. So you probably got to explain that a little bit later. The reason why you think Death Note, my best anime I see so far that is not Dragon Ball, One Piece, or Bleach. It got to be like Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh. Um, My Shield Rising Hero is one of the new ones I like. Demon Slayer is good. I like that show. But the thing is like people start to hype that show up a little bit too much as well, just like they did with My Hero Academia. Be, because think about for me, right? If the show good, this say the show good. Don't try to how can I say this? Don't try to overhype the show just to a point that you can't even that you know the show can't reach yourself, and you know it as an anime fan the show can't reach. but that's just me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. It sounds like some people might not like me for saying it, but that's just me. That's just me, in my opinion, about the whole. That just me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. I think, in my opinion, and 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 for like me, right, in my opinion, right, like I like anime shows and stuff like that, but like people need to stop how can I say, overhyping a movie or show just because a company is doing it. Like in my opinion, sound like for me, right? Y'all might not know this show, but like a regular high school, it's anime. It's good. It's a school set and everything like that. But the, but nobody talks about it like they do My Hero Academia. And plus, that anime is actually good and more grown up. I think, in my opinion, it's good. The man, people got powers, everything like that. In my opinion, and and for like me, right? When they made, like, how can I say this? The Just the Bleach movie, like I saw on Netflix, the Japanese version, I didn't hate it, but I think the stuff would have been better. Okay, okay, this is your explanation. I love the mind games and Death Note, such as cool plot twists, with the book seeing the light and the government trying to outwit each other. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sure. I remember that. But sound like, for me, right? Why would you just want a book? You just write down a name and kill somebody, which is dumb in my opinion. I would have seen that. I probably would have burned that book up. In my opinion, I just would have burned the book up. That just me. That just me. In my opinion about the whole thing, it sound like that just me. In my opinion about the whole situation, which I think. Okay, K dot. Okay, there you go. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro, just for the like in the video. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool, man. Okay, that user actually channel. That's cool. And and just for me, do you have a favorite anime that you like? Sound like mine is like My Rising Shield Hero, Dragon Ball Z, and Yu-Gi-Oh. Those some of my favorites in Gundam. Just with Master Asia, the one for the animes back in the day. Because like for me, like I think some people hype up the new animes too much, which is the sound like the new anime fans really like disrespect the old. Like I think, in my opinion, they do. But the thing, in my opinion, also, you got to respect the old anime for your anime to come out. I think, in my opinion, because the thing about me, like I think some older the new animes is better than the older ones, and plus I like some of the older ones better than the new anime. I think, in my opinion. But the things, in my opinion, sound like some people might agree, some people might not agree. Sound like some of the old ones better than the new ones. Some people think some of the new ones better than the old ones. But the thing about me, I'm just in the middle. I really like Castle. Oh yeah, Castlevania. Shucks, I got to drop my live stream for that. If you want to come in during that day, then you can message me just on the day I go live talking about it, Spencer. If you want me to talk, do that. Because like for me, right? Because like for me, like I need somebody on that live screen that probably can just get backgrounds and stuff like that based on that show, based on the anime that we saw. Because like for me, shoot now, I like the 4 seasons of Castlevania, but things like some people might not appreciate it as much, but then by me, I actually like the 4 seasons just of the anime show because the first season was short, the second season was better, third season, each season got better in my opinion, and this whole thing has started because oh no my not my shoot not shoot consent. I don't want to drop my I just don't want to drop my opinion on it right now. Just to the live stream I doing this week. Just cause like for me, right, that I like that 4 season anime. But the thing about for me, right, like I think some people might not like it just because it's not the story that they're wanted to tell. I think for some people, but 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 the thing about just for me, right, like I think that show was actually I think the 4 seasons of the show. I think the anime of the show will be the the anime for the show. I think will be good. Just because like for me, right, that should be a good thing. I think in my opinion. Just because like for me, right, I think some people should not. Just because like for me, that shouldn't be a bad thing. I think in my opinion, and that should be a good thing. I think in my opinion for some people to do it. Yeah, sound like just for me, right? Sound like Castlevania. It sounds like one of those shows that's starting to creep up on my all-time list or favorite shows to look at. I think for me, in my opinion, it sounds like for me, right? It's like I did like the characters, right? And certain stuff. I think in my opinion, because like for me, right? I like it the princess lady. I like her. And the lady with the ice magic. God dang, I gotta go back and get names now. Be just because like for me, right? I think the thing for names for me is actually good. And just for me, right, and everything like that, in my opinion, sound like some people think it's actually bad. Some people then like I say they like the story, but thing I mean right is how could you not like the story? Which don't make no sense. I think in my opinion. It don't. But the thing about it, some people might agree, some people might not agree. But the thing about for me, right, is you should just explain yourself, I think in my opinion. That just me. That just me in my opinion about the whole thing. So if you got to criticize the show, make sure you have a reason why. But the thing about me, so like I just was seeing people criticizing the show and don't even have no type of how can I say this? No type of reason why they're doing it. They just hate this to hate it. Some people hate it just to be like, yep, yeah, Spencer, yeah, it was good characters, a lot of good characters on both sides, on the good and the bad side. It sounded like the vampire lady, who I like Alistar, everything, who like it the priest man, who made her slave, everything like that. Then she had feelings for him. Then he turned on her, killed. No man, shucks, dang, ah, I don't drop so many things I want to say. That Castlevania stream and live stream is coming on Saturday. If y'all want to come on there, everything like that, and just tell y'all just y'all opinions based on the show and everything like that. In your opinion, be because like for me, right? That should that will be a place for y'all just to give y'all opinion on Castlevania and plus the other franchises. Y'all would want to make a series or a movie, anything like that, dealing with anime, real life, comic, anything else. Y'all want to make it an anime and stuff like that. I think, in my opinion, that would be a good thing. Because like for me, right, they saying that um up in the MCU, they supposed to be making a show. I think. Dang, what's that show name? God dang it. It was new too. It just not came out the MCU news. It was one of the news that came out on some a series or a show based on something. But I'm trying to find it. Let me find it. Because like for me, right, if you gotta start criticize shows and animation and stuff like that, and you can't be fair and just give fair criticism on that, I think like that. Because like for me, right, this said Marvel news. It was new news though that just not came out supposed to be a show. Shoot, what is that show? I am trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what show this is, man. That it was a show that put come out deal with school and anything like that, dealing with the Marvel shows, I think like that. It was a show or article based on that. It was it was like a Marvel article show, everything like that. Hmm. Marvel news based. Yeah, I think it was based on the kids thing. It was based on the kids show, I think like that. I think it was Marvel's Campus, I think like that. What is the name of that? Mm, dang, Marvel Campus. Yeah. Let me try to type that in. It was a show based on Marvel News, man. Because I'm just trying to figure out the name of the what's the name of that show? Because like for me, right? I knew it was on Twitter or something like that. That somebody talking about it was a Marvel show. Oh, oh, oh yes, Spencer. Oh yeah. I'm just getting that Loki show. I like Loki. I like that show so far. Yep. All we got is one episode. Man, the show so far. I like this show so far, in my opinion. But the thing about it, sound like some people might like it, some people might not like me, everything like that, in my opinion. But the thing about it, it sounds like everybody got their taste in shows, everything like that, in my opinion. If I I'm about to get that later though, that Loki thing, because this now try to find is that Avengers, it was Avengers Campus News or something like that. Shucks, what is that news? It was news based on Avengers Campus. They say they had no man, I'll find it later. And 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 plus, I just got an article based on this Loki thing too. I got an article on the two up. Because like for me, right, if they gotta be doing like, yeah, I got the articles on everything like that up. Oh shucks, wait a minute. We got one episode left, and that's true though. One episode of Loki left, and plus I'm about to put up one of the pictures I like from it. That because like for me, right, I think the Loki. I just think for me, right, the female Loki right now is one of my biggest surprise that I liked about the show. I like the female Loki. That because like for me, right, I I thought I just want to hate the female Loki. That's what I thought. That but the female Loki is actually the one I actually liked at the show. I actually like her. Think about it. Some people just might disagree with me and say that she might not be a good Loki. But the thing about me is like I actually like her Loki. And plus this actress, man, I actually like her though, in my opinion. I actually like this actress that played the female Loki. And plus I'm about to put down a link again for anybody who just want to come in, anything like that. Anything, in my opinion, if y'all got questions to ask me based on the Loki show, Loki series, anything like that, because like for me, right, this actress right here that played the female Loki, she actually surprised me. She actually surprised me, and and she actually surprised me, and she gave me a good impression of her. In my opinion, she gave me a good impression of her. The thing about it, some people just might agree with it, some people might not. But the thing about me is right. The thing about me is like I like to give every actor and actress a chance, in my opinion, throughout the show. Cause for me, right, the actress that played Ravana, I think this actress right here and Ravana who played the timekeeper head person, I like her too in the show. She is actually both of them, both of them, in my opinion, actually play a good part. I think, in my opinion, in the show. But that's just me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. That just me. That just me. That is what I think. Everything like that. It's like some people might agree, some people might not agree. The thing about me is like I just think the show. I think the show actually just for me, just actually do some good things throughout the 5 episodes. Be because like I think right in each episode is like the Loki show actually gave me hype just for the next episode. Because the first episode that all the episodes wasn't good. It wasn't the best all the episodes, but the thing is the episodes actually got me to question what's gonna happen in the next episode, everything like that. In my opinion, it sounds like for me, sound like just for me, right? It's like I think it's gonna be a good thing. Like I think for me, in my opinion, just for the 6 episode that I don't know what's gonna happen, it wasn't no end credit scene, not like that. And plus fifth episode, I was actually cool with it of not having an end scene, extra credit scene, everything like that up in the show, in my opinion. Because think about it, some people just might agree that this show is good so far. But the thing about me is like I actually agree is that this the female Loki actually is a good actress for this part. She actually fit the part, in my opinion. But then some people might agree, some people might not agree. The thing about me, in my opinion, is like I actually like this actress Sophia Martino, I think like that. Martino, I think is her name, but I'm not sure. Be because like in my opinion, right? If you just tell me in my opinion about the whole thing, my opinion about the whole thing, which I think could be a good thing or a bad thing. The thing is, like the good thing or bad thing about the show, I think is like the good things is that I think the storytelling, some of the storytelling is good. Just because the show doesn't waste your time, and plus the show doesn't pretend, how can I say, to be bigger than it is, and plus the show don't really how can I, it doesn't lie. It doesn't lie and hype up one thing, and plus and plus for the next episode, it don't even answer the question. I think, in my opinion, that just me. That just me, and that just what I think about certain shows which don't ask questions. I think, in my opinion, sound like One Division hype up one thing, but it don't even how can I say this? It doesn't hype up anything. Like I think, in my opinion, it doesn't hype up anything, which I think, in my opinion, should not be. It doesn't hype up one thing and push the next episode. It doesn't deliver, which I think, in my opinion. But the thing about it, some people, some people actually think that show was good. Some people actually think the One Division show was just that actually a masterpiece, and that show is not no kind of masterpiece at all. This show is good. It's better than One Division, but the show's not a masterpiece. But the show is good, in my opinion. And plus, the show actually, and plus the show, in my opinion, actually delivers. In my opinion, uh, what it should deliver, which I think, in my opinion, which it should done. Because think about it, her her character, I think, came a long way, which I think it went from mean, went from breaking through her walls, I think, so far, and she went down to be friendly, vulnerable, and everything else, everything like that. I think, in my opinion, um, and plus my other things, which I think about the Loki show is like I actually think that the how can I say this? Shucks, what's the name? Shucks, Mobius. When I saw him, when I saw episode 5, I was glad to see him. In my opinion, I was glad to see him. And plus, they actually had an alligator Loki. Because, like, for me, right, for me to see an alligator Loki, shucks, uh, shucks, I probably get to show y'all what I mean by that. It was that alligator Loki on the show. It was a Loki. That was a crocodile or alligator. I'm not sure which one. I think it was an alligator. But the thing about it, I probably get to show y'all. I probably gotta show y'all to make sure that that I'm not lying to y'all and stuff like that. Alligator Loki. I'm about to show y'all these pictures. And this was the one thing that has surprised me about the episode. Is that they actually had an alligator Loki. Right here. An alligator Loki. And I was surprised at that. Because this alligator Loki, this alligator Loki was like, how can I say, mean. He wasn't like mean, but the thing is, like, he was like wrestler Loki. He would lie, he would backstab you, everything like that. Is that that's just I want to know if this alligator Loki is actually a thing in comics. The thing for me, right, that this is actually Loki from the comics, then Marvel has some problems. I think, in my opinion. That just me, in my opinion. Alligator Loki, this jump was funny. This jump was funny to see this. That because like it was alligator Loki, that means that it had to have been an alligator Thor, an alligator or something else, or Thor up in animal form. Be, be, because like for me, right, if they would have had alligator Loki, what was Thor? Unless Thor had sent him back there, or TVA had got to him, which was a crazy thing. And next is the event, because they said he ate the neighbor's cat, which was funny, which which was funny and plus confusing, just at the same time, which I think. Which I think, in my opinion, was kind of like confusing when I heard that this Loki, actually caused the Nexus event. The alligator Loki caused the Nexus event because he ate a neighbor cat, which was crazy. I think, in my opinion, because like for me, in my opinion, right, that which was crazy in my opinion when I heard, which I heard in my opinion, which was crazy, way crazy in my opinion when I heard that he called a Nexus event because he ate the neighbor cat. That Loki, all the Lokis don't learn. They see that Loki's liars. Most of the Lokis is liars and don't not. And they lie and they do not learn their lessons. Seem like most of the Lokis up in other universes. Which I think is much crazy. It's kind of crazy in my opinion for me to see that. Which I think is my opinion is kind of crazy at the same time that it was the alligator, but you see the Loki being Lokis. That just the Tom Hiddleston but the Tom Hiddleston Loki didn't he didn't figure out what he was. But the thing is, if y'all read that, he was in the void. I think where he was at. But if I'm wrong, then y'all can say it down below in the comments. Because like for me, right, um, I I think that was where he was at. And this character Loki right here, I like him. I like him as well in this episode. In my opinion, I like him as well in this episode. Because like for me, right, you get to see Loki in a different environment just to see how he will react to him being in the void of him. What what would he do? What would he say? which I think, in my opinion, is actually a good thing. If they can actually get somebody that Loki that which was a good thing, I think, in my opinion. Like we see a different opinion, everything like that, which I think was good. Which I think was good. But that just me. That just me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. Which about the Loki character. I'm sorry, you two. I just sneezed. So it's dang, I'm sorry. Dang, that sneeze just came up on that. Something like, for me, in my opinion, everything like that. It sounds like, if y'all got questions for me, just based on this episode, everything like that. Because this episode for me, right? Of him, just her being in the TVA, everything that just for CB running for the TVA because she was trying to figure out what happened with her, which I think, is my opinion, is actually a good thing. Which I think, for me, is a good thing. When I saw the female Loki and plus Ravana, plus this Loki right here and plus Ravana was it seen together, and put a scene like our both of them vibe off good with each other. I think those two actresses who play the one I play Ravana, the Timekeepers, and plus the one I play the two, Sophie Baserajo, I think is her name, that play the female Loki, Sylvie. That's her name. Her name is Sylvie inside the show. And for me, in my opinion, about the whole thing, is like, I actually think it sounds like, just for me, in my opinion, about the whole thing, is like, I actually think, which I actually think actually a good thing, in my opinion, that which I actually like the female Loki emotions in this episode. Her emotions, me, was actually um portrayed pretty good. Like, I think on this episode, I think, in my opinion, is it sounds like some people think that she wasn't good, which I disagree with. That, and plus for me, and and plus for me, like, I hate had to defend an MCU product. I think, in my opinion, which I think, in my opinion, if I got to defend an MCU product, man, this is a bad day for the internet. If I got to defend a character, which I think is a good thing. I think Sylvie, I like her. I like Sylvie in this episode. I like her. I like her better than the other ones. Because, like, for me, right, you supposed to be able to see the character. You supposed to be able to see a character. How can I say? And dang it, now what's her? What's the void? It's the void. What? What else I'm about to say, Bob? Because saying about the thing, but this episode just has so many they answer questions. I think, in my opinion, and it put it seemed like they didn't have no type of they didn't have no answers for Sylvie. The reason why she gonna get it, because, like, for me, right, it feels like how can I say? It feels like, for me, like, she had questions. I think Sylvie, the reason why she was taking everything like that, I would have I would have had them type of questions too, in my opinion. I want to blame her for that. And that just me, in my opinion, but the whole thing, like I think Sylvie was taken because she knew something, but she didn't know that she knew something at the time. But the thing about it, she was trying to figure out. But the thing for me, right, is like which I think, in my opinion, is a good. Which I think, in my opinion, is actually a real good or bad thing. But the thing about me is like I actually think that this episode has some good things about it, has some bad things about it. But the thing about it for me, in my opinion, about the whole thing, which I think, in my opinion, which I think the alligator, which I think the alligator Loki just was a little too much. I think, in my opinion, it was a little too much. It was funny, but it was a little too much. Which I think, in my opinion, was a little too much. But the thing about it, some people might agree with that, some people might not. But the alligator Loki was funny. But the thing about it for me is, right. I try to understand how the other Loki, understand that Loki. In my opinion, how you understand an alligator Loki? How you understand a Loki that you never, which I think, in my opinion, is kind of crazy that the older Loki just had to learn, and the Loki, and plus the black man Loki just had betrayed, how can I say, the black man Loki actually betrayed the rest of the Lokis just by saying to us, which I think, in my opinion, was a Loki thing to do. Because you look at Loki, Loki is a betrayer. But the thing about for me, right, is how, but the thing, how did that Loki got the hammer? Is that a Loki hammer or is that a Thor hammer? Because, like, my opinion, if that's the Loki hammer, I'm not sure about that, if that's a Loki hammer or that's a Thor hammer. Because, like, for me, right, just by his actions in this story, sound like he is still a evil Loki. He's still the same old Loki, and that mean that Thor had to been worse than that Loki, which is hard for me to see, in my opinion. Let that black man Loki just was pretending to be Thor, and his father just abused it for him, just got backstab type of thing. I think, in my opinion, what happened, and for me to see this female Loki to go through the second episode onto the fifth one, to see her just to see her possessions, I think, in my opinion, just see her progressions as a character, I actually like her. But the thing, in my opinion, is she gonna be one of them? Is she gonna be in the movies as a bad guy, or she gonna be in the movies just as the anti-hero of her doing some good, but just at the end she gonna be doing some selfish stuff? I think, in my opinion, just to benefit herself, which I think, in my opinion, what she might do, which I think she might do, which I think, is my opinion, what might happen. But the thing about it, I'm not sure about what could happen, what might happen. And the thing about me, in my opinion, about the whole Loki situation, um, which I found at the house or something like that, it was and just at the void, which I seen at the void in episode 5, it seems like the void eats up everything. They say the Loki has said it's like It's like a shark. They say it's like a shark or some kind of evil. It's like a shark or some kind of evil thing, which I think in my opinion, it say some kind of shark or god dog with gar or something, which I think in my opinion, it would have seemed like they said it was a shark or something when it eats up everything that comes through. Seeing like it was gar or something in my opinion, and that's how I feel like that cloud was something like protection or magic. I think just to keep it away, whatever way I think, in my opinion. Which I think is my opinion is gonna be a good thing. I think in my opinion, it's something like this Loki episode. I give Loki episode a 4 out of 5. I'm not gonna change that because this episode was like which I think was actually good in my opinion. The last episode of Loki. It wasn't good at this one, but I still like this episode. I give both of them might be like one of them was it was like a 3 point something. I think I give the other one. This other Loki episode, I might give it a which like the episodes I give this there's like a 4.5 I think from both of them. Now, since episode 4 and 5 was good, I think in my opinion, it was like the third episode I might give it a 3. Average episode the third one, but this episode I give it a little bit bigger. It's a little bit better than the third one. That like some people probably agree with me on that. Some people might not. But the thing about it, I think this show is actually I think the show actually just got better in this episode. It's an average good show. It was just an average show. But the thing about it, it went out to be an average good show, which I think in my opinion. It went out for average to be an average good show. And then it's good. Then it's excellent. Then shoot. Good and excellent. And that's just my opinion about the whole which I think in my opinion is actually this 4 episode brought up the rating for me for this show to average good. If y'all don't understand that, that just my rating when I give a show or a movie or anything like that. It went from if you go from bad, the average to good to it goes to good, it goes to bad, it goes to bad, guilty pleasure, average, average good, good, very good. Then they go to excellent, then it shuts. And the last one is perfect. It sound like SS perfect. And that just some of my ratings I got for it. That is my rating system. If y'all got a question about it, then y'all can type in the comments or anything like that. If y'all got a question about that, rating and anything like that, in my opinion, it sounds like the last episode. The best part of the last episode was the credits. Just gotta stick with that. Because like the fighting choreography up in the last episode, it wasn't the best fighting choreography. Which I think, in my opinion, was it the worst fight choreography. But the thing is, like, if you supposed to be guards and everything like that, why are you not using your powers? Why are you not using your guard like powers? Which I think, in my opinion, you should be using. And you supposed to be a god, a mischief. You can shape shift, and you didn't use none of your powers, which was bad. I think, in my opinion, because you supposed to be using your powers, though, dog. Man, use the power of mischief, dog. You supposed to be a power of mischief, and you can't even use your power of mischief inside the TVA, which is crazy in my opinion. Which I don't agree that you could or couldn't. Because the thing about it, if you can use your powers inside TVA, then shit, I understood it. But the thing about me, right? If you could use your powers inside TVA and you broke free, and you still end up getting got, then that is bad writing. I think, in my opinion, that is bad writing. That is bad writing. I think, in my opinion, just doing the third, no, not third, but fourth episode. I think, in my opinion, if you can use like shape shifting, less them cuffs or something like that, just that preventing them just from using their powers earlier or something like that, unless with some kind of side effect. Which I think, in my opinion, should be good, bad. If y'all think it's good, y'all put in the comments. Y'all think it's bad, y'all put in the comments as well. If y'all think this episode was good or bad, the thing, um, this episode, I didn't actually hate this episode. This episode actually was good. I think, in my opinion, this episode was actually a good episode of Marvel show. Sound like Captain American Winter Soldier got better towards the end. It got better towards the end. I think, in my opinion, it wasn't bad. The Captain American Winter Soldier, the best show. The Marvel series on Fun Dog. Yeah, I can agree and disagree on that. But the thing about me is, like, I do actually think, but sure, I do actually think that this series is actually, it sounds like the second best behind Captain American Winter Soldier. It sounds like this series I got Captain American Winter Soldier number one. Um, Loki, Loki number two, WandaVision number three. But they got a She-Hulk show. But then by me, right, it's like I hope this She-Hulk show is not this She-Hulk show right here now. I hope this She-Hulk show is not worse than WandaVision. Because thing about me, and this She-Hulk show coming out is worse than WandaVision, ooh, then Marvel in trouble, I think, in my opinion. It just sounds like just in my opinion about the whole thing, which I think just not I do actually think, in my opinion, but the thing is, they're just my opinion. I do actually think that this show right here do have purpose, and their purpose is for like Doctor Strange, the Doctor Strange show, and therefore Marvel, the Spider-Man movie, which I think, in my opinion, could be a good or a bad thing. But the thing is like some people that, which I think Marvel just makes shows just to advertise just for the next movie, just to force people to look at. Because, like, for me, in my opinion about the whole thing, it's like I think this show could have been, which I think, in my opinion, should be good, bad, or in between. That is me about the whole thing. If y'all got, I just have pause for anybody who got a question, anything like that. It's a sin that nobody had questions, anything like that. But the thing about me, right, about the future of the Loki, right? They said they having season two, which I don't get why, but I understand. If you go to season two, y'all want some how can I say this? Y'all want some closure, anything like that. I think, in my opinion, y'all want closure, and this episode seemed like and this episode actually was a good thing, which I think, in my opinion, this this episode right here actually got some purpose, everything, like, I think, to it. which I think, in my opinion, should be this episode. This episode right here actually on the answer me some questions about the void. What is the void? And put that answer. Put this episode actually answer questions which I had about the void. This void was actually just for time, which I think time and stops. I think it's something like that was time transfer, which they say on this show. But the thing about it, I have a feeling that the movies will not follow this logic. Well, Loki show will have, in my opinion, they will not have it. Which I think, in my opinion, everything like that. That just me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. That just me. That just me. That is my opinion about the whole. Which I think, in my opinion, could be a good or a bad thing. Which I think is a good or a bad thing, everything like that. I think, in my opinion, of the show, which could be good, which could be bad. But the thing about me, right, and just in my opinion about the whole, which I think, in my opinion, that could be a good, bad, or in between. Which I think, in my opinion, could be a good or bad in between. Which I think, in my opinion, everything like that. Well, some people might agree, some people might not. But the thing about me, in my opinion, about the whole, the thing about me, in my opinion, about the whole thing about Loki and everything else, like I think, is something like I think the Loki show could be like a real good. It could be a real good universe. I think, in my opinion, if they plan on using this just to answer questions, I think, in my opinion, which I think, in my opinion, that could be used as anything else like that. Which I think, in my opinion, in my opinion, could be good, bad thing, everything like that. Which I think could be good, could be bad, could be in between. Which I think, in my opinion, which I think some people just might think is bad, everything like that. This nice episode, yeah, which I think that some people just might think that I might be a bad person to judge Loki just because I like DC. But the thing about me, like I feel like I can give critical analysis without my DC, which my DC, everything like that, which I think what could be good, which could be a bad thing, which I think, in my opinion, sound like my DC knowledge is good, and some of my Marvel knowledge is good too, which I like about the characters. But the thing about it, like in new characters like female Loki, I knew that they had female Loki like that. But the thing about me is like I didn't went through just her whole history, everything like that. Which I think, in my opinion, could be good, could be a bad thing on my part. But the thing about me is like I saw the Hawk versus Thor movie. Just when Hawk almost had killed, I think he killed Thor. I think he almost killed Thor. I think, in my opinion, he almost killed Thor. Yeah, yeah. So he did. He killed Thor in that movie, and Thor came back to from Valhalla. And but but the thing about the Thor Ragnarok movie, they show Hela just as Odin's daughter, but in that movie, Valhalla was Loki's daughter, which was crazy in my opinion. when I saw that Hela in the movie in Thor Ragnarok, I thought they would have shown like in my opinion, her, everything like that. I think in my opinion, which would have been bad, which would have been good. I think in my opinion, but I'm not sure. Which I think was bad. I think in my opinion, in Thor Ragnarok, the thing about me is like I think some people might not like my opinion of Thor Ragnarok. Uh, I think Thor Ragnarok is one of the worst MCU movies. I think in my opinion, it's one of the worst. But I think in my opinion, it's one of the worst MCU movies. But some people might agree, some people might not agree. But the thing about me is right, Thor Ragnarok is one of the worst MCU movies. I think dealing with Thor lore. You deal with Thor lore, Thor is a serious character. He's not really one of them type of characters that is joking. But the thing about it, it sounds like some people made the character a joke. They made the character a joke, man. They made Loki, man. I was so mad. I was so mad at that movie, bro. The Ragnarok movie. They made it a joke. They made him a joke all the way, and he shouldn't have been a joke. Because so you look at Thor, Thor act like a king, but the thing about it, he just they just that director he got to show me like he got different styles. I think in my opinion, because like everything I see him in, he made a joke all stuff that Star Wars episode. I think that Star Wars episode that was the end of episode one, season one of Mandalorian. That's the only serious thing I seen from him. It seemed like he could go serious, but the thing is, it seemed like the studio just don't ask him to go serious. If you look at it, because you look at it right, he could go serious if he want to. He could go serious. What I think, in my opinion, it could be good, it could be a bad thing. But the thing about me is right. I think to he he should be showing like he could go serious and he can go serious. I think, in my opinion, is in some of his movies. Because in my opinion, right, if he can't go serious in these movies, I think in my opinion in the future, then 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 people just in my opinion would not be hyped looking at this movies. I was up for normal people seeing like them. But the thing is, right, yeah, if these other people like the movies, go to the comments, and look at these Thor lore and stuff like that. That shows that they will be mad. Cause they might I went back and went research on this thing. The Thor Ragnarok movie was not supposed to be a joke. It wasn't. Thing about it, nobody cared. Nobody cared. Not even Kevin Feige. He didn't even care. Because looking at tone of the movie, they made it a joke. After a serious moment, a joke. They made it a joke in the arena too. They made it a joke, which I think, in my opinion, that just that one thing, just with Thor, just that throw, just with Hawk had, just just with Hawk, just that they Thor like he did Loki and Avengers. Then sure, I'm cool with it. That was a funny moment, and that was funny. That was a real funny moment, I think, in my opinion. That was funny in the arena, but the thing is, right? That supposed to have been that was not supposed to be that was not supposed to be one of them type of things. I think, in my opinion, it was supposed to be beta real Bill. It was supposed to be Bear Rail Bill Thor brother, I think. Thor brother or Thor or one of Thor enemies or something like that. That's supposed to be his hammer made by Odin. But the thing about it, what I learned is like people learn to let things go, left the MCU, but there's a DCEU that people would not have just had let it go so easily. Could you look at it? Thor Ragnarok. That puts a separate movie. But the people kept playing? No. BVS, different stories, different storylines. People criticize everything else, I think, in my opinion. You know what I say, Thompson? Nobody complained about Thor Ragnarok most of the time, just by the different stories that was in that movie. But y'all criticize the BVS. Y'all criticize BVS though. But y'all criticize BVS, which was a good movie. I think, in my opinion, sounds like it's your right to criticize. But the thing about me, right, if you're gonna criticize BVS different storylines just became alluded, then you should criticize this one too. I think as well. I think, in my opinion, you should do both the same way. Because the thing about me, right, if I judge this show, I'll judge this the same way. Good, because I'll say problem for that show for one problem for Marvel. If if a DC show got that same problem Marvel got, I'm just saying the same thing for that, the same thing for that. I will not be like biased. I think, in my opinion, I'm not biased, but the thing is like they had problems. I would say if they don't, if I don't feel like you got problems, it don't, in my opinion. That's just me, in my opinion, with the whole thing. And just to end this screen right now, I'm about to put YouTube, Twitch. I hope y'all had a good day, everything like that. And I'll see y'all later, and I'll see y'all Saturday. I'll see y'all later, and just have a good day.